Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to defend on the map of Kafe. So, we're going to start on the 3rd floor, and I personally like to use Valkyrie for this objective. Or Mozzie. Valkyrie or Mozzie is who I will usually use. So let's get right into it. We're going to be using Mozzie on this. This map in general is very open and big. Just looking at it, you can tell because this area is very open. You can throw a Valk cam right there. You can see 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and down the stairs into 1st floor. I usually place a nitro cell right there because, okay, first, let me not get ahead of myself. I'll like usually pest the stairs because that's what's nice. Nobody knows to shoot that speaker, at least a lot of people don't. So definitely shoot that. I'll pest these stairs because that way they can't drone, and at least in the prep phase. And if they do, I can just use another one. Most people will want a rotate hole right here. I'll get back to that nitro cell later though, don't worry. But so people will make it here, but you can be seen from the window, and then people will make it here also. But the problem with this one is you can be seen from the skylight. So it's really preference where you would want to put it. Basically all of these walls in the freezer, kind of like this Z shape you want to reinforce, because they can just open this up from piano, walk right in and plant right here. Open this up from bathroom, have freezer control. If you're gonna hold freezer, then obviously you're not gonna want to reinforce these. And then this wall as well, open this whole thing up, and they can just see into freezer. This is a very common spot to be. It's like the main rotating site, or like not site, but area between sites. But anyways, back to my nitro cell. I place it right here, and you cannot hear it, because if they drop this hatch, I might sit over there behind those boxes, but if I have a drone, I'll put it under there, because when you blow it up, it blows up right here, and it will get anybody that drops the new hatch. So that's what I personally use for that. That's what I'll use my nitro cell for, especially in the first round, because nobody really knows about it. But opening up this bar is also good because they can't plant there, and then also this little bar area, again, just taking away places they can play from the attacker standpoint. But as for defending this site in general, for roaming, the top floor site, mainly as a roamer, you want to watch white stairs. There's no point in watching red stairs because they can just drop the hatch and get right on to the red stairs, or they can drop new hatch or drop skylight. So this has a lot of window and balcony play. So watching around, reading around, what is this, laundry, I guess you could call it. Maybe open that hatch, drop laundry, fling somebody on white stairs. This window, lots of people I've recently have repelled into for me. So you can watch that, kind of watch out here. This map is really good for runouts onto cocktail windows. Usually that window's on heaven and that window's on cocktail. So running out of this door or that window is pretty common for that. That's pretty much it. A pulse is usually pretty good for this because lots of this flooring is soft. So a pulse is very good, able to nitro cell. Lots of people think this floor is actually soft, but it's not. It looks soft because of the wood, but it's not. It's concrete, so don't waste your nitro cell on that. But pretty much all of freezer, all of what side is that? All of B site is soft. Pretty much all of this is soft. So that's pretty good because especially if you're playing nitro cell, maybe Valkyrie. I like throwing a cam right there. One on near the right there, basically. But anyway, before I let me stop rambling. That's it pretty much for roaming. Maybe play nitro cell, hold around white stairs, because like I said, they can just drop this hatch. What you could do is you could be like all the way down here and hold an angle on the hatch is what you could do. Maybe if you're playing an ACOG. And then from a anchoring perspective, people maybe like an Echo would have a shield right here, play with it, or a Maestro play freezer. This site is pretty easy to hold because there's only one way. There's only like a few ways in. People will usually reinforce this wall right here, and in ACOG, lots of time a dock will be holding this site because they can peek skylight. A good angle. Let me like make sure. I think it's like here. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a little bit around this area. I'm trying to find it. I haven't done this in a while. Right there. If you melee a bunch right here, you can watch the skylight. Somebody rushes up, doesn't know about this hole right here. You can watch the skylight. If you get it right on like the first punch, you should be okay. But yeah, anyways, in ACOG, we usually hold this, be able to watch the hatch, watch stairs, and then even watch the skylight from this area. And then I usually play here, like I said. I don't really have to worry about too much being shot from anywhere. And then I can watch here, I can come out here, watch cocktail, watch the bottom, anything I want realistically. Little fact though, these pests have no drop off. They just go straight across the whole area. So that's about it for this site. I went over, see, anchoring, roaming, kind of like how I play it. But yeah, I'll basically use nitro cell, play around here until I get my nitro cell kill, and then I'll kind of roam around this area. This site's good because it's pretty open to where you can even roam right here. This is like roaming, and you can just watch the whole objective. Where is this? It's right, like, I'm not gonna waste my shotgun ammo on that. But anyways, let's get on to the next site, which would be, it's gonna be kitchen actually. All right, for the second site, we're going to be talking about kitchen. Personally, I like kitchen. I like going third floor then kitchen. I think it's a good transition. Again, I'll usually play Mozzie or Valkyrie. I'm just gonna play Mozzie for this because of his super shorty to open up some rotates and show you my usual thought process. But basically, again, kind of past the entrances. I'll usually pest there, maybe over there. Just kind of like around the entrances, the drone holes. Right there as well. Okay, epic. Come back to me. Basically, the frickin' people really talk about the hatch a lot, but it doesn't matter in my opinion. You just want to reinforce freezer, those two walls, and those two walls. So that's 8. So if you have like a roamer or somebody who wants to head off, they don't have to reinforce. But as for how to play this, usually in Ella, put a mine over there, mine over here, put down her shield right here, maybe have an ADS there. And now with like her recoil, overall recoil nerf, she's a lot better than she used to be. You can have her shield right here, kind of crouch peeking this door, hold down bakery pretty well. Personally, a site that I like, I haven't done on line of sight, I haven't done in a while, but isn't bad, is you kind of just open up a little bit of this. I saw Bolo did this in the Raleigh Major, open up some of this. Because this wall really is not too important. People aren't gonna push that most of the time. But even from here, you can just watch them vault in from that window. Watch like Ella's flank basically. And then as a roamer, so that's like, I would call Ella on that kind of like an off-site anchor. And then this is a nice line of sight. I don't know how I figured this one out. I think I saw it in a video at some place. But this is watching the push into prep from bakery. So if Ella dies and you're roaming, watching the hatch, if your team decides to protect it, you can just open up the line of sight, watch this. Doc can walk, or like anybody realistically, but usually that was like that could be a Maestro, and anybody. Like I said, anybody can watch the angle onto small bakery. Another roaming area could be in this restaurant area. Watching down here, watching white, bottom white's good to watch because that's freezer wall. So you can have like a bandit, an Ella, a Doc, a Vigil. No wait, okay, so bandit, Doc, or like maybe Cade even, Ella, Jaeger, but maybe Valkyrie. Just kind of watch this white. They can't push into freezer, and you just cut them off a good amount, or even around this bar, and I don't know. I usually might put a vault cam up here, but you can just do whatever you want. Maybe you're just chillaxing right here, have a shield, somebody's pushing over. Okay, really? Whatever, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's like pretty much it for this site. You can watch, this is just a nice line of sight to have in your arsenal, but mainly you would just want to watch these outside walls. Have somebody upstairs watching this, somebody watching freezer, somebody watching the west side, no, sorry, east side. So like one upstairs, one bakery, one there, one here, and then you could just have one kind of floating anywhere. This site is not really a site that's anchored on that much, in my opinion, depending on how heavily you want to contest bakery. If you just let them come in bakery, then yeah, you're going to want to anchor more. You might have a smoke with the shield right here playing this, not letting them just push in. He has help from upstairs. Try and like bandit denial that wall, maybe try and deny that wall as well. Basically whatever you want for that. It all is, like I said, team preference. That's personally how I would set it up. Kind of just having your team run around second floor and bakery, trying to just get some picks early. And now we have enough time. Yeah, I don't really need my nitro cell, and I have a good amount of super shorty ammo. So we're gonna go on to this site. Personally, I haven't really used mining. I mean, reading a lot, but I know a lot of higher level teams do. So I guess we'll try and cover both. But what's good about this site is you can cover, so this would be one site, this would be one site, and then that would be the other. Dining would be the other. So you like open up this wall out here, and then you just open up this wall as well. And now you basically can just hold the site from not even being in the site. So yeah, that's what's good about this site. If you have like a smoke or somebody, you can just kind of watch the whole site, not let them push in. This is another one of those sites where you have a like extended hold. You would probably have your team holding in train, not letting them push in from here to there to get, because this is a site. So you want to hold here, might have one or two people in, no, not two, but definitely one in reading. Maybe one train, one out here in pillars. Out here around, bouncing around pillars. So that's 3 people. Maybe one first floor, like maybe a pulse first floor. And then this is another good angle. Over here, kind of melee these open. You know, whatever, let's just like get away. Okay, basically what this is good for is like right here. You can watch them push kind of like this whole area. If they try to push hallway from red stairs, you can watch that. But again, with this site is this hatch is okay importance wise, because from here they can just get into the site. So you probably have one person on site, could literally watch both sides as one person. You'd have one person first floor, one person over there in mining. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I probably would have so 2 people upstairs, 1 person downstairs, then 2 people middle floor, because this whole ceiling is soft around this whole area. So you don't want their buck, their sled, just being able to control that. So your pulse will be first floor. I keep on repeating myself, but pulse will be first floor. Try and nitro cell anything. You'd have somebody probably here or in heaven, and then maybe one person in piano watching this area, so just that they can't just walk in and get vertical control. And then even what you could do is you could have this be open, and you could pretty much watch this area just from up here, and also open this hatch. Oh, god dang it. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, there we go. And then you could have somebody up here watching this hallway, maybe open something up like over here, kind of watch this whole area. That's about it. And yeah, I think reading is definitely better than mining, because for mining, this whole site is very hard to anchor, especially with this. It's kind of up here. They kind of just take red stairs. There's not much to do from a defensive standpoint. It's not really a good site. It's better as just like an off-site place to hold. So I definitely say reading is the better objective. Even if you open this hatch, it takes away this corner they can plant on. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Just kind of recapping. Third floor, anchoring mainly in freezer and on heaven. First floor, oh, and then for third floor, roaming mainly in piano. Okay, anchoring in freezer, cocktail, roaming in piano, and second floor. And then second floor, no, kitchen would be roaming upstairs, mainly anchoring freezer, downstairs freezer, or meat lock, or whatever you want to call it. Roaming third floor, no, roaming second floor, anchoring first floor, and then bakery. And then for second floor would be roaming upstairs and first floor, and then holding, reading, and shotgunning, opening the wall. That's basically the quick recap. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe. Stream every day, link in description. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, peace out.